Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee and Chat with Hallee Bridgeman. I'm so happy you could join me. I have a cup of tea, herbal tea, still this morning. I'm still fasting. Next Monday, I'll have coffee. Yay! This is the beginning of week 3 for us for our fast. So, still, it's what it is a Daniel fast we're doing, and it's um, only eating fruits and vegetables and only drinking water. And I'm drinking herbal tea because I like to have something hot, and the idea of drinking hot water just doesn't appeal to me. But no caffeine, no sugar, no pleasant food is what the Bible says of the basis of the Daniel fast. So good morning, Sarah. All right, so happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. My children get to stay off of school today with the agreement that they come to me with their favorite Martin Luther King Jr. quote. So Jonathan this morning comes to me with the quote about if you can't fly, walk, etc., don't let it stop you. And and I thought, oh, what a great quote. What a great Martin Luther King Jr. quote. Here it is. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. And I love that was the quote he came up with. But now, Jonathan, let me preface this by saying that my son Jeb is the one that everything is a weapon. Everything is a weapon, and has always been. And in fact, when he was little, like 3, we said, you can't take guns to church. No guns, no swords, no knives. You can't take him to church. So he goes into the nursery when I have nursery one night, and he opens up this chest and starts building this gun out of like mega blocks. I was like, good Lord. So Jeb says, yeah, I love this quote because it's like the quote in The Warrior's Way that said, if you can't use a sword, pick up a stick. If you can't use a stick, use a rock. So even Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote became a weapon in Jonathan's hands, but that's okay. So, all right. So today's question is, there was like 4 or 5 questions for me regarding covers, and these questions are several years old. Do I make my own covers? Do I have control over my covers? Do I have input into my covers, and etc.? So typically, I don't have a lot to do with my covers because I don't think visually. Well, I think visually, I don't create visually. So like if I'm plotting a book, I do think visually in the sense that I use Pinterest and I build my board with images. But while I'm doing the images, I'm thinking in my mind. But like I can't create a visual thing. It's very hard for me. Now, I use tools like BookBrush to copy what other authors have done in creating marketing images, but I'm incapable of coming up with them myself. I can copy anything. I'm really good at that. But I don't have like the brain that says, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put it all together, and this is what it's going to look like, and it's going to be awesome. I don't think that way. So I always, with my cover artist, what I do is I send her the books in the genre that I'm asking her for a cover that I like the covers of. And so, I might send her 15 covers and I say, I love these covers because, and then it's up to her to generate the cover. But it comes through my husband, Greg, who is the editor-in-chief of our publishing company. And he does all of the nitpicky editing of, I don't like this needs a hanger. I'll show you what that, and I don't like this, and change this, and maybe add this, and scrap this entire thing, and let's start over from scratch. Because the reason Hallee liked these is because she doesn't know anything about visual, But so when we made the Virtues and Valor covers, what we decided to do, because all of the stories that I wrote were inspired by true stories of heroism in World War II. So all of my characters, whatever they did inside, they were there in my story. It was all inspired by true stories. And I decided what would be really cool would be to have real people who were actual heroines in the war to be on the covers of the books. And so in the back of the book, I tell the story of the true story that inspired my story. And I tell the true story of the heroine that's on the cover of the book. But I never really liked the covers overly. Like what they were old World War II photos, and one of them is a World War I photo that was colorized and then made into our cover. And they just never resonated with me, but they resonated with Greg, and they resonated with my artist, and they resonated with all the other people who have enjoyed that series so much. I mean, it's a favorite series. Often when I meet someone, like, the Virtues and Valor series is my favorite series. And so the covers haven't done anything to hurt the series. They've never resonated with me, and I've just never liked them. So we're now 6 years since they published, 5 years since they published, and it's time to change the covers. And so I said, I really have an idea of what I'd like. Can I, send her my idea? And so this was kind of like, it was really cool because these covers really resonate with me. Now, they might not resonate with anyone else, but for a little while, I have my covers that resonate with me. And Greg really liked them, and the cover artist did a really great job. So I'm going to see if it will let me show you. And I have there's a 30-second delay. So I don't know. Hopefully you'll be able to still hear me. So this is Temperance's Trial. And so this is the old one on the left, and the new one's on the right. And I just love it. And this is Homeland's Hope. And this is on the left is the original Josephine Baker. That's actually a photo of Josephine Baker, who my character was inspired by. And then on the right is Code. And then Charity's Code, the woman on the left was a Miss America. I forget her name. I should have looked it up. And she had something to do with the war. But then I really like Charity. That really looks like my character Charity way more than the Charity's Code cover, the old one. And then A Parcel for Prudence and Grace's Groundmore, which I think is a very striking cover. I love both of them, actually. They were both of them were my favorites of the two sets. And then Mission of Mercy, which she looks way more like Mercy than the original cover. And then Flight of Faith. And this was this was a true picture of the woman that we based Faith on. And then Valor's Vigil. And they're still very similar looking men. So I am super duper excited to launch these covers. It'll happen sometime this year. That's in our plan. We're going to do all sorts of things with them. We're going to have a bundle of, paperbacks of different, 2 or 3 at a time paperback. We're going to do an ebook relaunch. We're going to do bundling ebooks. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great launch. And I'm just excited to put those out in the world. So what's really cool about those is that I sent her all the original images, and I said, I really like this person for Faith. I really like this person for Mercy. And I spent hours and hours and hours and hours thumbing through retro women of the 40s, all of this, trying to find pictures that fit the theme that we had established and fit the models, or fit my characters well enough to be the models of my characters. And my cover artist is also a photographer. That's her degree, actually, in from art school, was photography. But I didn't want her to have to go take pictures because I didn't want her to have to deal with hair and makeup from the 40s too. So we're really thrilled about these new covers. So I don't often have as much say in the covers as I did with this project. So I'm really hoping that it's a really successful cover change, because this one was mine. But normally I don't. And normally it's like they copy me in correspondence just to be polite. But in the end, I really have no say because I can't see it and I don't understand what I don't see. Like I can't see, I can't walk into an empty room and visualize the room put together. Like I just can't see it. And I can't, when I'm writing, I can't create the decorations or the scene. I have to actually go look at a picture. And so that's why. It's just the way my brain works. So that was a really fun question. I am going to do a cup giveaway. So it's time for me to clean out my coffee cups. That was another question I have from someone was, you seem to have an awful lot of coffee cups. I do. So this is Faith, Hope, and Love, big giant mug. See how big it is? And I will give it to someone who comments on this video or shares the video. And the giveaway will go, I'll end it like Friday. We'll end it Friday at 5 at Eastern time. And it's clean. See, it's nice. And oh, good, Laurel. I'm so glad you like them because I trust your judgment with them. So if you want this mug, comment and I'll give it to one commenter. I have this is going live on YouTube, my Facebook page, and my Facebook profile. So all three of those places you qualify to enter if you comment. So y'all have a great week. Enjoy the holiday today. And God bless you. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.